Welcome to my channel. I am Tracy. This is the Wild West. I am in a different room than you normally see me in, I think. I'm not often in this room. This room has been many different rooms for us and our family. So I want to explain a little bit about this room that I'm in right now. Currently, it belongs to Stella, the cat that found us. She feels most comfortable in here. She sleeps on the guest bed, underneath the bed. She just likes this room more than any other room in the house besides the patio. So she's pretty much taken it over within the last year, and it's become Stella's bedroom. But prior to that, it was little RJ's bedroom when she was little. She had this room for a while when she was little, and she wanted us to paint it black and hot pink with stripes. That was her request, and so I did it. I think you can see a bit of the stripes over here. And how the pegboard came into place is when firstborn decided to move back home after living a year away. We always have an open door policy. Things don't work out, come back. We're good with it. So he came back, and the only room available at the time was this smallest room in the house that used to be RJ's. Because when he moved out, we're like, yes, we want the biggest room in the house. That used to be his. And Rich and I moved up there, and everyone rotated around, and this became an empty room until he moved back home and he put the pegboard up. He was into airsoft guns, and he had a ton of them, and he wanted to display them on the pegboard. So when he then moved out again, and he has not come back since, so it's been a while, I took this room to be my own. But I didn't want to paint over the stripes because, truth be known, it was so laborious. It took a lot of my labor, a lot of my patience to do these stripes, to make them straight. I did it, and I was like, dang, I did good. So I didn't want to paint over it. I do now. I think it's time. It's been many years. It's time. And the pegboard I left up after he left because all my art supplies and just knick-knacky stuff could go up there. So this used to be my studio, and I had a desk in here, and I had a lot of art supplies behind me, and I still keep this room as my art supply room, but it's more of a guest room, but it's mainly Stella's room. I would give you a little pan around, and I might still, but it looks pretty gross because Stella literally, like it's her litter boxes in here, her fountain, her food. Anyway, at the beginning of this video, we went to an Italian deli, and I'm eating a cannoli from the deli. It smells so good. Cannoli. I have my water in my Holly Hobby cup because, on one of my episodes of Tour Time back, I think I talked about Holly Hobby and my love of Holly Hobby and Little House on the Prairie. And then someone left a comment, Kathleen, who also has a channel, so I'll link her below. She said, hey, you like Holly Hobby, what about Raggedy Ann? Well, of course, I love Raggedy Ann. I'm a redhead, so when I was little, my mom would dress me in all kinds of costumes that people already had red hair, like Raggedy Ann and Pippi Longstocking. Those were two great costumes. I wanted to show you my Raggedy Ann, my real Raggedy Ann. I used to have an Andy that went with her, but I lost her. I went to visit my dad one summer, and my mom said I never came back with Andy, just Raggedy Ann. Thank the Lord it was Raggedy Ann. I'd rather come back with her, than Andy. But I am still wondering, where did Andy go in this world? Like, where is he? Someone has him, I hope. So a distant relative made this for me when I was born, and this is my Raggedy Ann, and no one has one that looks like it because this was made for me. And I used to, can you see this? Can you see I call them suck lines? I used to suck her hands to comfort myself. So this is my Raggedy Ann, and thank you, Kathleen, for bringing her up so I could share her here. I was off editing this video, And then I realized I did not properly thank Raggedy Ann for her services. I didn't. And you deserve a big thank you. Because obviously, she served as a great comfort to me as a baby, as a child, as a little young human. I've had her literally since the day I was born. And she's been with me ever since. She served a purpose for me. She gave me such comfort. And I'm sure I used to chat with her as a little person. I used to talk all the time out loud to myself and to my stuffed animals and my Raggedy Ann. And I just, thank you, Ann, for being there for me all these years. And what's even more cool is to think about the relative that handmade her, sewed her together, anticipating the birth of a baby, and knowing that she gave me probably the best gifts I think that I ever received are handmade gifts. And this is like an heirloom. Oh, I wish Andy was here. I really wish they could stay a pair. I wonder where, like I said, where is Andy? Oh, wait, I was being so rude. I didn't ask you. What was your favorite childhood toy or memory? Let me know in the comments. That's all. I wanted to honor her properly and say thank you. Thank you for being here. That's it. Until next time, peace, love, and keep going.